Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
By and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every— We're here, Master.
What business have you here?
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying. But don't you... Many thanks.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection.
I'll not stand for this.
By your leave, Arisen.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
I know not what—
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye! I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? 'Tis a quandary indeed.
A difficult choice, indeed.
Interested in my wares?
I'll sleep like a log tonight. What business have you here?
I'd gladly stay here forever if I could. Any easy work to be had.
Lost track of time.
Go
This place is
on,
too
have a
comfortable.
look.
My back's so stiff after a day's patrol.
Looking for aught in particular?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
In relation to that, ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same. Lo! A ballista!
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Not bad! You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly help. We've found a hidden path. This sort of discovery really lifts the spirits. I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage. There's no need to make it. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's ought to be found while we're here?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust? We've got rattlers! Keep in mind that our foe has a resistance strike. I shan't let them harm you. Certainly a resistance. How might I be of aid? Here, strike with lightning on the side. Well done. We might already have what we seek stored away. Combine my hand with the sword, that you might cast the spell on That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why. Fascinating.
Tomorrow will be no different.
Have a look.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell... the dragon at last.
Pleasure doing business with you.
We have acquired the grimoire entitled On the Transference of Souls, just as Sir Isaac requested. Will we be delivering it to him? The choice is yours to make, Master, but let us speak with him either way. Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the... If you think me a liar, then buy some... Ah! I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time, and hope to see you again.
Now, where was I bound again?
Not to look forward to, but a long day of work.
At least my back's not acting up. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is... Many thanks to you.
My own master oft crafts such forgeries.
Now that is a surprise.
Never should have taken this shit.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable...
Pleasure doing
This might contain useful information.
my wares?
We have arrived.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found the second volume of On the Transference of Souls, perchance? Fortune smiles upon me at last. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come, bear witness to this momentous occasion.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide.
What business have you here?
As a matter of fact, the pain I experienced at the coronation was beyond imagining. 'Tis most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
This is it. This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe? I'm afraid of what's to come.
Have faith, my darling. All is well. You need only stand there and watch.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life as 'tis now.
'Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need only... Ha! Did I? Did I do it? A failure, then. Ah, well. I suppose our fortunes were ne'er likely to turn so easily. I've learned my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. I'll settle for being a humble apothecary after all. My dears, can you forgive me for my foolishness?
Oh, Isaac.
You two had the right of it all along. I ne'er should have chased after a silly dream like this.
Father, I shouldn't have complained. I know you do your best for us. You always have.
Enough of that now. You've naught to apologize for. 'Tis a father's duty to provide for his children. I only wish I could give you more. You have my gratitude, Sir Arisen. Though I failed in my quest, I've learnt much. And from this moment forth, I'll be focusing my energies on naught but my trade. I hope I can count on your continued patronage, sir.
So this is the conclusion that awaits if Sir Isaac is given a forgery. My own master gave him the genuine article.
Are you quite certain of that?
When all's said and done, alas, such things are best forgotten. In fact,
Pray.
when all's said and done, alas, such
I'm worth more than that. Come on, don't be stingy.
What business have you here?
At least dream.
We have reached our destination.
Can't put a price on quality. More than my life's worth, this.
Aye. What brings you... Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a look. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save this singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
So the blacksmith ought grant us some Guifenture in exchange for Nutriab. Shall we inform Miss Derren of this, Master?
If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
We have arrived.
Have you found Guifenture? A dwarven blacksmith has some? Truly? But elves and dwarves do not see, eye to eye? I fear the smith will not heed my plea. You believe he will if I prepare an elven dish? Which one? Nutriab. Dwarves have a liking for it, they say? Are you certain? Nutriab is not very tasty. Few elves enjoy it. It is a pungent stew of, old fish and apples, boiled till it forms a thick paste. But I shall prepare it, if it has any chance of bringing me Guifenture. The Arbor Heart depends upon it. Would you be willing to gather the ingredients for me? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. I need only the two main ingredients. Rotten apples and rotten fish. Bring them to me, and I will prepare Nutriab. Rotten fish and apples? My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
Right you are.
Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Sinde fir areng.
The apples and fish we gathered have gone rotten, Master, judging by the smell. Shall we see them to Miss Derren?
A forgery? I wonder whether we'll find a purpose for it. My heart shies from the thought of using it for deception. But that decision is not mine to make.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. I will prepare the dish now. It shan't take long. My people dwell in the mountains, so we are rarely able to dine on fish from the sea. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving for fish, when no fresh fish was to hand. These fish already stink of the sea. Left to rot, they turn even more, pungent. Nutriab is oft served at celebratory events, but I have never seen anyone eat it. Everyone turns their noses from the smell. I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. The stink is more than I can bear. It is ready, but it is so vile. I cannot understand how anyone could stomach it, let alone enjoy it. I fear the dwarven blacksmith will be angry if I present him with this. But I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me. Might we not use it now? The sooner we arrive, the better.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Here we are.
So you'll be bringing the elf here, anon? That ought be interesting. You're back! And who's that you've got with you? An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Not quite what I imagined, if I'm honest. Well met. The name's Sarah. I'm an apprentice here at the smithy.
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, I expect. Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you then, like I suggested?
Yes, I have the Nutriarb with me.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me, you put that in front of Brocker, and he'll fain hear out your request. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we dump all the excess scale cinder. Come on, you two. The
Shall we follow Cersara, Master? With any luck, we'll have pockets full of scale cinder before the day is done.
What business have you here?
A customer, then. That changes things.
Pick a better mind than mine.
Well met. Does that make you... Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt... Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern?
Right, here we are. Oi, Brocker, you in here?
What's all this racket? I thought I told you that... You imbecile! You brought an elf here, of all things! Get her out of here, now!
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you. Don't you want to see what is?
A gift. For you.
Ah! What makes you think I'd be able to stomach your elven cooking? I'm gonna go dispose of this, and I expect the elf to be gone when I return.
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course. This is your chance.
Truly?
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meals. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who can collect more of the stuff. Anyway, good luck. I'll be outside keeping watch. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment.
It seems Sir Broker has a taste for the elven dish after all. Let us use this chance to gather ample scale cinder.
Well worth the effort, I think. I knew you'd prevail, Master.
Paltry reward indeed. Rarely have I felt so empty.
Where else can I look?
The flicker of a shadow, the gleam of an eye, the echo of a footfall. If we hone our senses, no foe shall escape us.
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us.
How much scale cinder did you get? You've got so much. With this, the Arbor Heart will undoubtedly recover. For now, I must return and tend to the Arbor Heart. I hope you will come visit us again. I should like you to see the Arbor Heart, restored. And I must thank you as well, Sarah. You and the blacksmith, Brocker.
Not at all. 'Twas my pleasure. I'm sure Brock'd say the same if he weren't so stubborn.
Shall we do as that personage suggested and make for the Rockmouse's burrow? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
No thanks needed. I was just glad to be of use. I hope the scale cinder sees that tree of hers flourish.
Follow me, if you would. This way, Master.
Must be my winter coat broken.
We have reached our destination.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
There's a ladder here.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Simply show it to one of the sent. They are harsh in their persecution of the poor. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the...
Well met, sir.
Oh, well. Aren't you a fine specimen? You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive most any toxin. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behavior. Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me afflicted with asp venom? The opportunity to study the poison's effects on a living specimen would further my research by leaps and bounds.
Somehow my feet always
knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the Forbidden Magic Research Laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. It would allow us to save our strength.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
We must rest, though. I return safe and...
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Feeling rested, I trust?
Interested in my wares? I barely drag my ass out of bed.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service so far commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Allow me to guide you, Master. I know the person you're looking for. You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Dead on my feet. I suppose. I don't need to clean. Let my fur lie how it
We're here, Master.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask. But not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid?
Pray, allow me to show you the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Well, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate. We offer excellent service. Always a pleasure. Welcome. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Do come again.
Remarkable treasure.
To the hobgoblin!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic respond to an elemental boon. Yes, master. I shall hasten to your aid. Nicely done.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been killed.
One of us has been ready. So close a call offers no solace in victory. What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future. I will protect you. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly endure.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.